Mr. Young, you just had a meeting with Planning Director Jim Schroeder about non-conforming uses. What can you tell us about that meeting?
Well, the position that the city has taken, Mr. Schroeder and other people, consistently has been that the laws on non-conforming uses are, as we say they are, that they are basically bad laws, laws that will leave many of the people in this area without any kind of protection. But their position is their policies are such that they don't enforce those laws in circumstances like this, and you know, we arrive at the same point in each of the conversations that we have, which is basically our position that if your intentions are reflected by your policies, then why don't you go ahead and give the people the legal protection? And that basically being, why don't you limit the density in terms of redevelopment, but preserve the existing uses with nothing non-conforming.
Did Mr. Schroeder make you any promises about non-enforcement of the non-conforming laws?
Oh, no. No, as a matter of fact, he said that it had been his experience in 21 years here that he has never seen the city do that, and that they're not doing it presently, but a number of people.
Great. Mr. Young, you just had a meeting with Planning Director Jim Schroeder about non-conforming uses. What can you tell us about the city's position and about your concerns about non-conforming uses?
I'm not sure I can tell you what the city's position is. City can probably tell you that, but what we've been informed by city staff in the planning department consistently is that they acknowledge that the laws on non-conforming uses are laws that could very much hurt people who own little duplexes or single-family homes on lots that are smaller than 7,500 square feet. But they say that their policies are such that they don't enforce those laws, and their policies are such that they don't intend to force those laws. And what we say, all right, then if your intentions are reflected by your policies, then why not go one step further and give the people the legal protection? Some of the things that we're worried about are, say for instance, in the city ordinances, section 28.512, if the Board of Adjustment decides that a non-conforming use, that is a duplex, a single-family home on a small lot under 7,500 square feet, is which is non-conforming automatically. If they decide that that structure is substandard, for instance, then they can immediately terminate its right to be occupied, maintained, or used, and can order its demolition. That's pretty strong. There's another one, section 28.433, that if any non-conforming use violates any ordinance of the city of Dallas, which includes getting code violations, then its right to exist as a non-conforming use can be immediately terminated. That's pretty strong.
Did Mr. Schroeder give you any indication that these policies would continue, that the laws would not be enforced?
Nobody on the city staff has said that the policies will continue. They can only say that they think they will continue, but they have come out and said, who knows, maybe a month from now or maybe a year from now, these policies will change. We can't give you any guarantee. And so that is the essence of our concern.
One of the charges that has been made about some of your information is that it's misinformation. One of your flyers of the 20th of May stated that single-family homes, all duplexes, and all apartments would by law be eliminated. A lot of people are saying that's not actually the case. How do you answer that?
Well, that's exactly what the law says. Any single-family home on a smaller than a lot that's smaller than 7,500 square foot, which is about 40% of the 3 areas affected by blanket R75 zoning, any duplex or any apartment complex is required to be eliminated by city ordinance, section 28.430, right there in black and white. And people are saying, well, don't worry about it, we won't do it. But then we look at the law, and the law says that they're required to do it. And what are we supposed to think? This is a constitutional government of laws, not government of men. And men make policies, but they eventually have to gravitate down to where the laws are. And the law is what we've got to be concerned about. We're not so naive that we just say, okay, you know, because you tell us no problem, then we agree with you.